What's up, concert addicts? Johnny Kinswater here with Concert Addiction with some concert news. But it's not news as in something that just happened. It's just an update to a new story that actually kind of closes the book on a situation that started over a year ago. In December of 2017, Garth Brooks was playing a show at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. And obviously, Garth Brooks, one of the biggest superstars in the world. Tickets are the hottest tickets on the planet pretty much whenever he tours, wherever he tours. So the shows are a big deal, and because they're such a big deal, because he's such an amazing performer, he connects with his fans. His shows are spectacles as well as, his performance. There's a lot of other things that go along with the show, like many bands do, whether it's pyrotechnics or videos in the background or suspension or razors, whatever. Every artist has their different shit. One of the things that Garth Brooks does at the end of his concerts is floods the arena with balloons and confetti and all sorts of shit. At least that's what he did at this particular show. Well, when this went to go down, again, this is back in December of 2017, so more than over a year ago. But the story's just wrapping up now. So they're going to do the balloon drop thing, and when the cue to drop the balloons went off, the equipment up there to drop all the stuff from the rafters malfunctioned, apparently. And so an employee from the entertainment company that was producing the show went up there with a bar to pry the doors open on the balloon dropper thing. I'm sure that's the proper terminology for that. But anyways, they got the balloons to drop, but then they dropped that bar that they were using to pry that thing and smacked this poor lady in the face with a bar. And I don't know if you've ever been inside the Bridgestone Arena. I have not, but it's a pretty big stadium, and so you imagine how tall the ceiling has to be, and you're dropping a big metal bar from that. It's gotta hurt. The lady ended up sustaining several injuries, including a broken nose, I believe, maybe some damage to her jaw as well. Required surgery and stitches and all sorts of crazy stuff. And now this story has kind of come to an end with her receiving a settlement from Iden Entertainment, I believe is the promotion company responsible for the balloon drop. Anyways, they were the ones in charge of that aspect of the show. I don't know if they were promoters on it. I might have misspoke there. They issued a settlement for $65,000. Well, their insurance company actually, State Farm has, and that includes $25,000 for the medical fees and then $40,000 for additional damages. Which I take that $40,000 as a thank you for not suing us kind of payout. But I think it's good that the story ended like this, because usually it doesn't. Usually this would have turned, and just, I don't mean to say usually as in this is something that happens all the time, but when it does happen, sometimes people tend to draw this thing out and get as much money as possible, even though it's just an honest mistake. Granted, it could have ended a lot worse. The lady ended up, so she was trying to catch a balloon, as a lot of people do at these shows. I try to catch confetti whenever they shoot out confetti. I've never been to a show where they drop balloons, so that's kind of cool, but it struck her beneath her eye, causing a broken nose and other injuries that required stitches and surgery. I had the article pulled up. I don't know why I didn't just look at it from the beginning. Yeah, she's walking around with $40,000 extra right now. And I think it was a solid move from her to not push the issue, and it was a solid move from State Farm to just go ahead with the payout. Although, she could have gotten a lot more had she taken it to a lawsuit, and I'm not sure her reasons for not doing that. She might just be a good person who realizes it was an honest mistake and not that big of a deal. But on that same note, she could have died. And so if she would have tried to do a lawsuit, she could have gotten a lot more. But it's good for everybody that didn't happen. And I don't know that Garth Brooks has released any statements or anything about this situation. Like I said, it's been ongoing for over a year now. So it's kind of old news, but I just heard the other day that that woman was issued a settlement. So I figured I'd make a video and just express my thoughts on it. And my thoughts are this: I think that's a perfect ending to this kind of shitty situation that they found themselves in. Obviously, you never plan on something like this to happen, but when it does happen, minimal damage. It's honestly, I think it could have been a lot worse for both of them. A, she could have died, or B, she could have sued him for probably millions of dollars. And I'm assuming the man probably lost his job. And this is an old story, and I didn't go back and look to see if Garth Brooks ever did release any statements or anything like that. But he does love his fans and things like that. And yeah, she was obviously having a good time at the show. She was looking up trying to catch a balloon. She had just seen Garth Brooks, one of the greatest performers alive right now. And so yeah, there's that. Make sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Facebook page and my website, facebook.com/concertaddiction and concertaddiction.com, and never miss anything going on in the world of live music. I might do a podcast tomorrow. Haven't really decided yet. Got a bunch of videos to catch up on, so I guess we'll see if I'm done, when I'm done with that, if I'm up to it or not. But until then, thanks for watching.